Right, y'all, what's going on? Very good to see everyone tonight. Very. I'll check in with y'all. It's been a minute. We've done this particular show. We'll make sure everyone's doing well. We have an awesome goal to try and hit over on YouTube, which make sure I can see everyone. What's up, Code? Great to see you, man. Thank you guys for starting out the likes. We have a super chat goal over on YouTube if you like to support over there. Help support the channel, help get everything going. Sort of a like monthly goal, weekly goal as we do things. What's going on, Extra Zero? Great to see you, bro. Trying to get my windows in order. I should have done this ahead of time. Streamer life, though, right? Streamer life. Always, always doing everything at the last minute. We're trying to touch on a bunch of stuff because there's been plenty happening over the weeks. A lot of stuff, a lot of big news that kind of broke this week, and then I've finally been fine-tuning a lot of stuff for the future. And ready to release a few things, which I'm really stoked on. Got this camera's not in order. I have this one right here in front of me. But yeah, I'm stoked because there's some really cool opportunities coming, and I'm gonna be talking movies more. If you guys don't know, I love movies. I've talked about them to some degree or another in the past. And even before that, even before I really got into like the YouTube podcasting, I spoke about movies quite a bit. A long time ago, like when I first got into everything, I was on a show called Negative Cutters, which was a decade or so ago. No, more than a decade ago, probably 15 years ago, with a group of guys. We just talked movie trailers and movie trailers only. It was like one of the more fun things I've ever done. And it was back when like podcasting was brand new. So I gotta retweet the link. Let me so I'm kind of getting back into that, getting back to the roots of like talking about movies in a way that's on my terms. I can be honest about them. I can, I can go into territory that other people's might not want to go into, speak my mind, and not care about blowback. If there's any reason to care about that. So I'm stoked. I'm stoked about it. Back when movie trailers were mostly overdubbed. Yeah, the funny thing, the trailers have changed so much since those days. A lot of them were just completely overdubbed. Like now, it's so much of just clips of the movie. And actually, one of my criticisms of what's going on, King? Good to see you, man. One of my criticisms of The Amateur, which is the new Rami Malek film, is that the whole trailer, it's like, I think it's like 2.5 minutes long. Well, almost 2 minutes and 45 seconds. It gives you just about everything from the story, at least what you see. Like everything that I saw, I'm like, oh, this is pretty much the whole plot. and what happens. Like there's no real, I don't know how they're going to add that twist and turn in. So it's an interesting, uh, okay. Should I just hold on, y'all? All right. Sorry about that. Go back to the main screen. Oh, that's not the right one. Let's go to the big game. Since 300, everyone wants that music movie trailer. Yeah. Yeah, it's a weird, movie trailers have changed. And I don't know if it's for the better. Back before trailers were just clips with the Inception sound. Yeah. See. Is I don't really like this thing, but we'll just put it here so everyone can we can kind of see the chat rolling. Yeah, so this show, I mean, really what it's coming back to is, so starting next week, we're really gonna we're gonna lean heavily into movies on Wednesday night. The name of the show being uh, Plot Points and Power Ups, and the focus is going to be centered around movies, television, and video games, because I really miss I miss talking about all that stuff. And this is the perfect opportunity to lean heavily into that. I have 2 scripts right now written for movie reviews. One is like half review, half commentary on where we're at in the sort of movie review space, my criticisms of it, along with a short kind of review of Alien Romulus. And then I have the beginnings of Red One that I just saw tonight. So, and what I'll say is this. I'm going to say this about Red One. It is a great, I'm going to say great. It's a very good film that lacks, but what it lacks in depth, it makes up for in entertainment and fun. So take that as you will. I think Red One is worth seeing. If you're, I mean, you probably don't need to go see it in the theater, but it's worth watching, and it's worth watching with your kids. There's a few moments that maybe were inappropriate for my 7 and 5-year-old, but there were some funny moments. There was some legitimately funny moments that, you know, it's hard not to look at a film like this and be like, that was good. That was a good, fun time. I enjoyed it. On to the next thing. It's comfort food Hollywood, you know. That's where that's at. Red One looks great. I don't see the trailers as it trying to be an award-winning movie or any kind of high art. No. And that's just it. What's so fun about this movie, and this is going to be, I'll do a more expansive like review on it. What's so good about Red One is that it's just unapologetically, it takes itself seriously in such an unapologetic way. And that is, it's just awesome. It's fun. It's good. And I think more movies in that way need to do the same. And to boot, like, J.K. Simmons, like, he can act his ass off, and he's good at what he does, and he plays Santa Claus to a T. Chris Evans is totally fine. Him and The Rock vibe really well. There's good chemistry between them. They're funny in very similar ways that that Kevin Hart and The Rock, kind of like their comedic timing is really good. So What's up, Madhouse? Good to see you, man. Um, yeah, trying to bring up a couple things here. And find, where is it? Okay, let's get on to the sort of like meat and potatoes of this stream. What's going on, Devastator? Good to see you, man. I really want. So we're going to talk quickly about Dr. Disrespect. So Dr. Disrespect has officially signed a deal with Rumble. He is going to be, he's going to be the guy for Rumble Gaming. He is going to be the now mastermind behind Rumble Gaming. It is now his job to take it to the next level, to basically go from zero to hero. Rumble has largely dominated in the free speech space. They are killing it as far as the political commentary. They're not censoring people based on the opinions they have. That's totally good. Gaming has fallen by the wayside. It's only been in the last couple of months that they have really leaned into wanting to change the culture of everything over there. They want gaming to be another focus of theirs, which is really good. I think bringing a younger demographic in the best you can is kind of the future of this platform. You need all types, and gaming is one way to bring people together. My apprehension with this, and we did talk about this briefly or a little at some length during my conversation, is that my worry is that the staying power isn't going to be there. Signing big names has never been a solution to anything. Matter of fact, other platforms have failed by and large, like totally failed, and either closed shop or have just kind of faded into irrelevance. Like, I think Facebook you can still stream on, but like no one does anymore. So, you know, there's the, and then Mixer, we all know what happened with Mixer. And even Twitch to some degree is floundering in its later years here. That might be for a different reason. But just, you know, it's important to note that these deals often don't work. Now, the biggest difference, as I've read, is that Dr. Disrespect has an equity deal with Rumble. So his successes, or Rumble's successes, are his successes in a very real way, which is good. It's very different than a lot of these other creators. In the past, these creators have gotten big fat checks, and then once those contracts of exclusivity are up, those content creators, they bail for some other platform and they never come back. Or if they are around, it's, you know, it's more of a for convenience, or because they just, oh, hey, you know, you guys threw me a bone, so I'll keep throwing you a bone. There doesn't seem to be any real loyalty with platforms once exclusivity deals are done, which is a bummer. But this, you know, equity deals offer something a little different, right? Really, your hard work is, you know, the more you can show for your hard work, the more that you can essentially benefit, which, great, who doesn't want that? There's so many times that people are like, oh yeah, you know, you work hard and you get more money. This is one of those times that he legitimately can benefit. And, you know, and if there was a face that could bring people, like, you know, whatever you think about Dr. Disrespect in his past, like, the guy is entertaining. He is an entertainer. He is one of the best, if not the best, as far as entertainment goes. Very few can measure up to him. Again, you can say what you want about his past, his personal history, him as a gamer, as an entertainer, he is almost second to none. So the question just becomes, can he turn Rumble Gaming around in a measurable way, and will people stick around once his exclusivity deal is done? I have my doubts, but I want to do my best to stay positive with this. I want to give Rumble a real fair shot. So we are streaming on Rumble tonight as well. And I will try and keep that up over the next, the next foreseeable future, because one thing I do want is I do want my movie reviews and my movie discussions on that platform as well. I want there to be content on Rumble that's not just politically oriented. And that's one thing that Rumble, I think, needs to find a way to not distance itself from, but show it that it has the capability of fostering content that is outside the political realm, and find people that desire to be there based on that. And you're not the only one, Code. He says, I keep forgetting Rumble is a thing. You're not the only person who does that. Like, it's easy to forget. And I know people are very supportive of it, and I know people are diehard, free speech, yada, yada, yada. That's great. Everyone wants to be able to say what they want to say. And not be demonetized by YouTube overlords or any other platform for that matter. So, here we are. Dr. D is going to head up Rumble Gaming. We'll see. We'll see what it comes of that. Rumble, we got Crowder. Yeah, they got Crowder. He's a huge name. Russell Brand, huge name. Was it Barstool Sports? They got a lot of UFC stuff. They're in areas where, and I don't want to make this whole show about Rumble. What they are lacking is people knowing who they are. And even someone like yourself, Code, who is, you're in the scene for the most part. Like you understand like the content game to some degree. And you're mixed in with some of these creators on some level that are on Rumble, but you're not even like really like, oh, you just forget it's there. Like everyone's default is YouTube. And that's the real issue that Rumble has moving forward, is how do we make Rumble what sticks in people's heads, right? Because even people who are like diehard Rumble, I think, forget, like they're not thinking. Like at some point you need to think with the idea of I need to go on Rumble to check this out. I need to go Rumble something. Like right now, that's not what you do. You say, "Oh, I'm gonna go YouTube it. I'm gonna go to YouTube." Like that's your automatic go-to. So how do you take that concept and make it into reality? That and this is part of the hardest part is, and I've said this for a while, is you don't want to just be the anti-woke thing. You don't want to just be we're the free speech thing. I think if you box yourself in there, you're boxing yourself in. Then it becomes that's what you do and that's what you're known for. I don't appreciate that people like necessarily lie about the platform, Rumble, and just say, oh, it's just a bunch of right-wing propaganda, blah, 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 blah. Like, I think that's a very unfair depiction of it. I know there's a lot of people on there that, liberals don't agree with. But it's a platform that can serve a lot of people. But the name right now is that it's it's right-wing propaganda. It's all the bad stuff that the left won't involve itself. Streaming services have the same issues as TV movie streaming services. There are too many, too fractured. Yeah. There are a lot. And it's one of the hard things, especially as a creator, is people want to know, why aren't you streaming on Rumble? I was like, well, part of me, and this, what do I know? I'm just someone who shows up. I'm not anyone with a big broad audience, and I'm probably doing it wrong. Like there's so many places, like you spread yourself so thin. sometimes between these. It was like, well, you're reaching other people. It's like, yeah, well, I mean, with Rumble, I'm not really. I'm splitting my audience from YouTube if I stream on Rumble and YouTube. I'm not getting a whole like new demographic from Rumble necessarily. If anything, my streams on Twitch and YouTube are better because there's a different demographic on Twitch than there is on YouTube. So those audiences overlap a little bit more, but I would say the Twitch audience is much different. I want to see this work. I want to see Rumble Gaming take off. I want an alternative because alternatives they help innovation. Healthy competition breeds innovation. So if Rumble can find a way to compete in the gaming aspect of things, you might see some changes on Twitch. Nazar says low Rumble. And it's a slow roll. Like I'll even show you this. So it's been what? This is like day 2 of announcing that he is going to be day 2 or 3 that he's going to be on YouTube. And let me just show you real quick. Like he only has 39,000 over there. You know, and I know he's not starting really officially till next month, but goddamn. Why is it so dark? Is that better? Hi, Vex. Yes, he did. I got my ring light up higher. Vex, you missed my quick my 60-second review of what is it? Of Red One. Red One, I was pleasantly surprised at how much I enjoyed at Red One. And here's what I'll say. No, it's okay. I'll just give it to you one more time. What that film lacked in depth made up for in just pure unadulterated fun. Good movie, not great. I really enjoyed how seriously it took itself, and I look forward to giving people my more in-depth review of that. It was good. King said, having been spending time with family and getting over a cold, I've come to realize that I don't care what people talk about because I don't have to listen. Amen. Amen. I thought you were going to say Wicked. Oh no. I honestly, I want to see Wicked just because people are saying it's so good. But I didn't realize it was 2 hours and 40 minutes and it's only part 1. Ugh, I don't know. That's rough. Signing the doc was a terrible move, in my opinion. Signing any legacy streamer like him, XQC, Ninja, etc., just seems like a complete waste of resources because you have to pay them big in perpetuity for loyalty. Yeah, and I wonder, and this is the only thing I think, Nasmer, is the only way you get around this is the equity deal. Is that there's a huge incentive for him to really succeed, because it's a like, even though they likely front load him with cash, probably not a crazy amount, but like he's still like there's a huge incentive for him to succeed in creating gaming as a very successful venture. Will he do it? I think it's really hard. And then at the same time, he's like, he probably has a lot that he can do on his own. The problem becomes like, how much control does he have over it? Now you have to watch what? Shag, you will sing out loud and get kicked out. Man, if I see that movie, oh, zero interest in watching Wicked. I would watch it because, again, I would watch it only because I would want to try and give it a fair review. But 2 hours and 40 minutes for only half the story is a lot, friends. It's a lot to sit through, like a historical epic that's long. That is that long. Let alone, a musical, which I'm not. I'm not really a musical guy. The only musical that I will sit through, like that I could just like replay over and over and over again, is The Producers. Also, it's a breath of fresh air listening to someone coherently read my chats. Watching Lethal or Must trying to read is a rough one. Let me tell you something. Yes. What those guys lack in reading comprehension, they make up for in gaming skill. Well, Lethal at least, maybe not. Well, Maz is good. Yeah, I owe everyone a Producers like review. Like that's a movie I want to watch in Discord one night because it's so funny. So funny. Oh, we're almost at 10 likes. Who hasn't hit the like button yet? Make sure you hit that like. Do me a favor. We got a super chat goal. If you guys are able to support the stream, we do have a goal for the time that we're here on YouTube. We are going to stop at some point, and then we're gonna continue on Rumble and Twitch, and we'll play some games. The original's really, really good. I love Nathan Lane and Matthew Broderick, though. That's the one I'll watch like over and over again on loop. Popped into Mick Dizzle's stream the other night. He was muted, so I was like, well, good luck with that. I'm not muted, am I? I really like that Vex stopped by. I like Vex a lot. She does really good work. Dead to You? I was never alive anyway. That's a really good one. They're both really good, but not muted yet. I will be at some point. Yeah, just so you, as a quick little interlude again, what you're going to be getting from me a lot in the future now is movie, game, TV reviews, and discussions. That is like really the lane I want to be in. The culture war stuff is too much. It's not really what I have an interest in. I'm sure I'll have some things to say occasionally, but it's way more enjoyable to watch films and take notes on them and make a broader commentary on what's going on. I would so much rather do that. And if you guys, people are going to jump ship when they can't, because of this, that's fine. I will probably occasionally do things, but I got to keep my sanity. I do. Did you see Kamala's drunk video they put out tonight? No. I reckon that can pop, dude. Did you see how well Lethal Space Marine 2 video did? No. I did not. Yeah, I have a couple. So the video I'm going to put out, I'll do a Spaceballs review. Don't worry. The video I have written, and I should let you read it, Nasmer. The next video I have put out it's going to come out is my commentary on the Alien franchise. And really it's kind of a split review between like Alien Romulus and Alien, but also a broader commentary on how people are approaching reviews nowadays. And it's and I'm pretty stoked on it because I sat down and wrote it, and it really did come out how I wanted it to. And it was just fun. It was fun to write something. And then when I was done with it, it's like proud, like, okay, we got that done. Now I could do something else. But there's no limit. Like, the best part about reviewing like movies and TV is there's so much out there, and there's so much good stuff out there, and stuff you just forget about. Like, I mean, now we're in the holidays. I'm thinking like, oh, what's all the, what are all the holiday movies that are, like, well, I just saw Red One, which I really liked. I can go back and review Planes, Trains, and Automobiles again because tomorrow's Thanksgiving. Can do that one. So it proves as a starter, you absolutely can make progress and growth during doing good reviews, talking about things you're passionate about. Cookie cutter anti-woke videos. Yeah, greater than cookie cutter anti-woke videos. I agree. Time to start building my list of obscure movies for Shags to watch. Dude, absolutely. I'm happy to. DM any movie recommendations for me because those are coming. I want to do it. King says, "Yeah, I'm so sick of the anti-woke. It's obviously a well poisoner at this point, even if they are valid criticisms." Yeah, and actually, King, my it's funny you mentioned that because essentially my what's it called? My review for Alien and Alien Romulus talks about this. So Rare Exports, my go-to Christmas movie. Rare Export. I said DM it. I'll never remember that. I have a list. Actually, you know what? I'll put it in my Discord list. Son of a bitch. Make me do work while I'm streaming. Bitch bastard. Where is it? Where is it? There we go. List. Rare Exports. With the kids, the kids are in bed, man. Not a family Christmas movie. Yeah. Okay. We started watching Ernest Saves Christmas, and we didn't finish it, but that's another one that's kind of on my holiday list to watch and talk about is Ernest Saves Christmas. Basically, like, for me, I'll give you my Home Alone, Polar Express, Christmas Vacation, Die Hard, and It's a Wonderful Life are like basically my my picks for movies to talk about for the holiday season. Pretty stoked to kind of talk about those. Ernest is an acquired taste, yeah, but he's kind of like a fun in between of like kid, adult. I think he's fun. I think he's like just, yeah, he's totally acquired taste, like silly. I like A Christmas Story. I do like A Christmas Story, but it's talked about so much. It's talked about so much. So I might skip that one. But it's likely to go on there. I'm trying to start off as slow as I can, and then work through the 12 Days of Christmas. That's kind of my goal. We'll see if I get to it. I'm stoked. I'm stoked for the holiday season. There's so many good holiday movies. Okay, what's next? What's next on my topic list? Oh, AI gaming. AI gaming. Like, geez. Where's my bookmarks? Oh. So Elon Musk tweeted in response here. Gotta bring up my chat so I can see what everyone's saying. AI game design. AI is the future. You know, so I don't want people to like misunderstand. I don't mind the tool of AI. This is hilarious. First of all, Grums. Too many game studios that are owned by massive corporations. XAI is going to start an AI game studio to make games great again. Obviously, I need more details on this, but like, I'm just surprised, like that this is. I'm fine with AI. I've used AI as a tool for myself. But this, I don't think this is the win that he thinks this is. I mean, first of all, like these massive corporations, like you're a massive corporation. Like you own 3 very large corporations. And what makes you so different from everyone else? Like there's a very good chance that you're just going to run into the same problems that all these other ones have. In an AI game studio, like, why can't we just get passionate people that are like real, that want to tell great stories and who are talented, that you can pay what they're worth? Why can't you do that? What is this a new XAI? What is that? Oh, I'm already following it, apparently. Is this just... Come on, Elon. They're not going to stop funding AI. I mean, AI 100% has its uses. There's no doubt about it. It does make things easier. It can make things a bit cheaper. But to what end, right? Like, to what end are we making things too easy? To, like, it's okay to make like the buried entry lower, but like but in these cases where you have the money to make like truly great games, pay the talented people to do it. I don't know. They have to use the tool, use it as a tool, not a means to cut corners. And that is what I don't necessarily trust, right? And you know, the other thing is too, guys, is like we've been dealing with a lot of these studios that are like that are saying we're making anti-woke products. We're fighting the woke. And most of those products end up being mediocre at best. Mediocre at best. Check out this solo indie developer who's been making this game. That's anything that... Oh, I saw this. I saw you post this. This looks incredible. This has to be Unreal 5, right? Wow. Oh, and it burned down the house and everything? Wow. Sorry, I wasn't even on full screen for y'all. Yeah, I agree. I agree, John. Dude, that looks fantastic. Yeah, that has to be UE5. That looks just fantastic. So good. Can I play that on mobile yet? Yeah, dude, this is like, yeah, you're not gonna get something like that from AI. And again, you could, of course you can. There's ways. There's ways that, of course, you can use AI as a tool, but and here's the thing. I know AI will get better, but there's so many aspects of it that just won't. And like even with coding, like I've heard from many different people that like AI code is just simply garbage. And yeah, we can't even, I mean, just listen to anything that Mark the Cyborg says. The games aren't even properly optimized for the current gen systems. We're still playing games at 30 FPS on insane like chipsets. Like we can't even reel that optimization in. And and I know they're using AI now to like, to upscale the SLL stuff and all that. And this is the unfortunate part about doing business is the amount of money it takes to do it. Good things cost money. You can have something fast, cheap, or good, and you can choose two of them. Right? Fast, cheap, good. Want something fast? It's gonna be, or not gonna be. I can't even think, y'all. You know exactly what I'm saying. Being made by one man, the talent is so insane out there, and people are just overlooking it for AI or to cry about Dustborn. And the thing is, and in my opinion, really what you're seeing with a lot of this is not necessarily that, well, it's these studios fail, they lay off a bunch of people, and those really talented individuals are starting to go, make their own games like you're seeing here, right? Likely had a game elsewhere or they're working elsewhere and they started doing their own thing. But a lot of game development is done as like a, hey, let's make some money real quick. Like there doesn't seem to be any real, and I don't have anything to necessarily back this up with, but like you just, there's not a lot of like driving force behind like someone making a game. And I realize like the stuff that's coming out now has been on the pipeline for 5-10 years. So it's coming out, it's just kind of shitty because it's been in there and they're hoping to recover something or just write it off as a loss. But I'm just not seeing, like real, I can't even think of the word. I'm not seeing real effort for a lot of these projects. It's like, well, let's make a game that we can load down with a cash shop and just fund the next thing. There's, it doesn't seem like we're getting a lot of these games that were made to have like real staying power with their group. And everything's being ported to mobile. Like even Destiny now. Destiny has a mobile game. Gives a fuck. Like just like, can we not have a good game that was written by talented people, care about gaming? Yeah, and I think part of it is that they're not being hired, or those people are just not, they're not going to work for these companies because they left them or they were let go from them because of just how broke they are or how like much they're downsizing, and they probably just don't want to be a part of that crap anymore. Like, well, I could probably do more on my own. I don't know. It's a very fragmented industry. It feels like at this point, games. I don't want to see a company lean heavily into AI for making games. The amazing games that are out there were not made by AI. And even where's the tweet? Where are my bookmarks? Where did my bookmarks go? Great tweet by Sophia Narwitz. Like, let me just pull this up so you can see what I'm looking at. AI won't give us another Deus Ex. AI won't give us another MGS 1 through 3. Won't give us another Chrono Trigger. Won't give us another Half-Life 2. Won't give us another Bloodborne. Like, on and on and on. It's 100%. It's fact. You want to make a great game? Pay talented people to sit at their desk and make great games. Don't fucking lean into AI to do it, because none of these games used it. I think when we lost E3, it lost a lot of direction. Yeah. And COVID killed E3, right? Like, but it seemed like there was already a lack of people going to E3 anyway, even before that. Because I remember even when I used to listen to Rebel FM back in the day, those guys, like in 2019, those guys were talking about how like E3 was like struggling. So I don't know, man. It's weird. There's so much competition for our attention, so gaming isn't all there is. You're 100% right there. And I think a part of it, you know, there's a lot of like social influence to play things, and to do things and be a part of things. And quite honestly, and I know this is like a lot of like for the streaming sphere only. Like, I wish people would just play things that they really enjoy. Like there really is no reason to buy $60, $70 games every month. Like, there's so many good games to replay over and over again. And I know not everyone's into like achievement hunting or whatever, but there really is a lot of benefit to going back and like just playing a lot of these games that maybe you haven't touched in 10 years that really do storytelling well. None of these games are really doing anything new. They're polished turds at the best, at best, and just complete fucking dumpster fires at worst. Like it's pretty bad out there. I mean, there are the winners though. You know, don't get me wrong. I'm honestly I'm very surprised by Black Ops 6. Black Ops 6 surprised me. I'm glad it's on Game Pass. It's the only reason I'm playing it. I was able to get a couple free weeks, and then I'll probably pay for another month because it's like $12 for PC Game Pass. And I've been having fun with it. And I think they just added Prop Hunt to it, which I'm stoked. That Prop Hunt is in Black Ops again. I love Prop Hunt. In that game, anyway. I'm elbows deep in the No Man's Sky as we speak. I'm having a blast. Yeah, man, like, there's plenty of games that have so much content, like exploring. And even single-player games. Plenty of single-player games out there that people can enjoy, play again on different characters, play a different way. Like, it's why, like, in some small respect, I want to play Skyrim again and play it in a way I didn't play before. Like, I played, you know, what did I play? My first time through was like Battle Mage. Was kind of like what I was playing. Or no. It was totally like sneaky beaky elf. Like, I was totally I think I was that Wood Elf? Oh shit, what was I? You know what's funny? I might not even have been an elf. I think I was even a Nord who, for the most part, used like sneak skills. I went heavy into the Thieves Guild shit. Yeah, No Man's Sky, it started off rough, but they've certainly turned that game around. I think it's a meme at this point that they keep saying, you know, like, we get it, your game's so good. You know, you worked hard. You get it. It's just funny. there's a lot of great things that can be done in gaming that Elon would have. Like Elon could make gaming again in every other way than AI. AI is not the way to make games great again. It is, and as I stated in my tweet, you'd have to be so out of touch to think that was the route. I don't care how great you think AI is going to be. It just, AI lacks the human touch. It lacks any sort of human emotion. You just can't convince me otherwise. You need good, talented people who understand the human condition, who can write stories that don't preach to you. You have the power to do it. Do it. Like, stop forcing the square peg in the round hole. I pre-ordered it, played it for a week, and didn't touch it again until a couple weeks ago. Can't put it down. Yeah, that game certainly turned the corner. It was awful. It was awesome. What's up, Jeff? Yeah, man, I want it. Elon's 100% capable. Is 100% capable of doing what he says about making gaming great. It's not that. Sorry, bud. This is a rare Elon L. It's a rare Elon L. That attitude, we'd never make it to Mars. But, you know, one of the other things I really wanted to get into tonight was just sort of a, what is this? Oh, funny you mention Code. I just saw this tweet by by Sean Murray. Where is it? Hold on. Look at that. Holy shit, you guys, it happened. All reviews very positive. Thank you very much. Hey, it only took what's the math on that? 8 years? It only took 8 years, but we got there, folks. We did it. We did it finally. Grats. Grats, No Man's Sky. Y'all are the real ones. Never give up. Wait. Okay, so I did talk, I did talk real quick about my plans for content in the future, with movies, TV, and gaming. That's the show's called Plot Points and Power Ups. It's going to be a regular stay on Wednesday nights. It's going to sort of take the place of SHAGCast on Wednesday nights. I'll do SHAGCast on a different night. I want to talk about movies. I want to be a powerful force in reviewing things differently than others. My video that'll come out probably next week is going to deal a lot in my initial sort of like foray into this. I've talked about movies for many years with people one-on-one. I've talked about it on other shows with people, and it's just time for me to like kind of go headlong into it. I enjoy it way more than I do about talking about culture war stuff, like 1,000 times more than anything else. I love movies. I love watching trailers. I like diving into, the nuances of movies. The others can do reaction videos to reviews. I'm happy to let them do that. Please do. What the other part of this show that I was, kind of wanted to dive into was what I was titling Groupthink. And I want to move away from that. I want people to, especially in this like sort of like review, like the critic commentary space of YouTube. I've talked about this a lot, and not disparaging anyone else, but the groupthink mentality has become very obvious even on this side of the aisle. And it's not fair. It's not fair to the audience to be like that. If I enjoy a movie for whatever reason, then that's the end of it. If someone reviews a movie and hates it, that's their thing. I'm not really all that concerned with how other people are responding in discussing movies. Because movies and TV and games, they're another art form. And when I walk into something like the Metropolitan Museum of Art or the Modern Art Museum of Modern Art, or the Guggenheim, I see brilliant paintings and pieces of art from people who see the world in a very unique way. And very rarely, if at all, do those paintings, mediums have some message printed across them on what I'm supposed to feel during my observation of them. And that's how I view a lot of television and movies and games. A lot of times I'm connecting with something on a much deeper, different level than other people. So if your shtick is to find the worst in everything that you watch, well, oftentimes that stuff will jump right out at you. If you're conditioned to like certain things or not like certain things and point out the things that are really bad, you'll miss the things that are really good within them. Because very rarely are these movies all horrible or bad. There's usually something good that you can get out of them. And the case in point is going to be my Alien Romulus review. I know I'm late to the party on the whole thing, but I'm going to try and illustrate a point during that video that will help you understand a little bit more. So I'm not going to spoil what that video is in its entirety, but rest assured you will have a much better understanding of where I'm coming from after I do that. And the video, again, is not to discourage anyone from doing their own craft. It's not to point out flaws of anyone else specifically. It is just to make the point that we are in a very, very different time than we were, and I think like 5-10 years ago. Oh yeah, so how was Red 1? It was stupid, but stupid funny. Yeah, dude. So I've given my review a couple times here, but the short and sweet version is what Red 1 lacked in depth, it made up for in pure unadulterated fun. It was a fun movie. People should watch it. It's a good Christmas flick. It's not the best Christmas flick. It took itself seriously in the very best way possible, and I'm glad I saw it. I laughed out loud at multiple parts, and I don't think it was a waste of money. Went to a matinee showing. My family and I spent, I think it was like $32 on tickets. Kids liked it. I liked it. End of story. And honestly, that is so good. Like at the end of the day, that's what movies are for. There's nothing to, and this is what I'll say. There's nothing to nitpick about a movie like Red 1 because it's not trying to be anything other than what it is. So the movie succeeds on a lot of levels. The movie is meant to just be fun and like make you laugh. It's not supposed to be deep. There's a fun family message there, a good like overall lesson, but it's not like it's not trying to be like Christmas Chronicles or something. It's not trying to be It's a Wonderful Life. It's just trying to be fun. Dwayne Johnson, Chris Evans, J.K. Simmons. Like it takes its own lore so incredibly seriously that you're like, what the fuck? This is cool. Like I loved it. It was so much fun. You should watch it. People should watch it and enjoy it. Like I almost hope that someone like does a shitty review on it just so I can go make fun of them. That would make me Like y'all can't even enjoy like a good, funny movie. What's up, Charlie? Good to see you, man. You'll be that guy? All right. You should. Dude, you know, it, it it's good. It's good flick. Somebody has to take Lofty's place. Lofty, may he rest in peace. My goal is to do what I can and move people away from this group thing. Let's have fun with it, y'all. Let's have fun, like talking about things that are supposed to be entertaining. I'm tired. Your sis took you to see it from a birthday. Yeah, dude, it's good. You know, it's just it's fun. I forget what the line was. I have my notes upstairs, but there's a part they're like in the car talking, and I don't even remember what the line was, but I remember like The Rock says something to Chris Evans, like as a very like matter of fact, and I like my wife and I laughed out loud, and we may have been the only people who did, but it was legitimately funny. Shags, how many times are you gonna have to hear me rant for 45 minutes about how this shit ain't changing? It's gonna change. If it doesn't change, I'm at least gonna be some like example of it. It can change. People can change. People can absolutely change. We're gonna do it. Just us. What else happened this week? What else happened this week that we can touch on? Hey, Scott, what's going on? Hola, Shagnasty. You know, people used to call me that in high school. That was the name back in high school. Oh, damn. So Dr. Disrespect has signed on as with Rumble as a co-owner. He's a co-owner now. I guess that's technically what the equity deal is, or what an equity deal is, but I mean, legit co-owner. So that makes me feel a little bit better in that he will, like, as a co-owner, he will likely have like complete control over Rumble Gaming. There is a chance he could turn this into something good. Now, like I said, I think that Rumble Gaming needs to be its own separate thing. Like it needs, like you could have like Rumble Gaming as like a carousel on the main Rumble page, but like I think there needs to be like rumblegaming.com or something. Like that to me, it like you need that. You need to like I think you need two separate entities. Like Rumble could be like your political shit. The other, like that could be your Rumble Gaming is your gaming. And I'm telling you, motherfuckers need to make that the back end of Rumble better. Like you just need to improve. Musk Game Company application said the following: build internal tooling to automate yourself out of I can't stand I can't stand that. We talked about that. Elon is great at rockets. A goober is a goober at most everything else. Yeah. I think he should stick with his SpaceX shit. He's killing it with SpaceX. Like get us to Mars or get us back to the moon. Okay? Then we'll talk about gaming. Problem with Rumble is like the opposite of Twitch. Rumble is too political. Yeah. Are his allegations facts, or what's the latest on that? Because if they're not, that's a bad look for. Here's the thing about them, Devastator. You're not going to know this stuff is all hidden under, like, it's all hidden under their like legal battles. So whatever happened in court is keeping all of that aside. He was probably, he wasn't convicted of anything. Like that's how a lot of these things work. When people like settle out of court and they don't, like, nothing like goes to trial or whatever. And I'm not a lawyer. This is just, I'm speaking as an armchair expert here. Like there's just certain things you can't disclose. Like, so part of it is, oh, you know, no, I was not at fault. I did have this conversation, but I was not held liable. And, you know, his thing with Twitch, he still might not know why he was banned. It could be because of that, but it also might be Twitch can't disclose that as a part of the whole agreement. It's wild. As a game dev, I find it disrespectful. Yeah, oh, totally, Charlie. I think him tweeting that is the most, like, it's truly the most out of touch thing he could have done. Yeah, no new developments on that. And quite honestly, I don't think Rumble cares. I think Rumble recognizes the fact that Dr. Disrespect is the biggest face in gaming entertainment, and people will follow him. They will absolutely follow him wherever, and they do stand a chance in the short term to get an audience. Rumble Studio now supports 60 FPS. Holy shit. He has Asperger's? Does he really? I didn't even know that. I was looking, I know everyone would get mad. He's like the best. He's literally, like, he is the entertainer, like, in gaming. Like, he's one of the most entertaining people out there. He's funny. Asperger's. He has that autism glow we all have. Dude, that's exactly how I, like, when I think of how that word is spelled in my head when I say it, I'm like, oh. Asperger's. Man, that must be really bad that you have, like, burgers on your ass. Like, man, I hope they're okay. Hope they're okay. Fresh and Fit just welcome Dr. Disrespect to Rumble, and they're open to a collab. Shut up. These guys are fucking weirdos. That's what I used to tell people when I would get weird. It's just my Asperger's cutting off. Oh man, dude. King, what do you got there? You got a little LVP you got there? Is that hardwood? Ain't no way that's hardwood. Oh no, that's your wood porch. That's your fucking, it's a old ass wood porch, ain't it? Am I really this old? Do I not know what this is? What am I looking at? Is this the only thing I can think of is the oh, fuck. Is that, it's not the laser disc because it's too small. Is it the CD? What the hell? What the hell am I looking at? Yo, Mike has bad knees. We've got our first $5 super chat for the goal of 10. Have a good Thanksgiving. Thanks, Mike. I appreciate you, man. That's really awesome of you to support. Web TV. Nobody remembers. No, nobody remembers this fucking thing. Is this your old ass like gray weathered front porch? Is that what this is? Or is this like, or is this LVP? That's like, I can't quite tell if this is like actual wood or not. It doesn't look like it because like not really seeing any shadows. The Magnavox, yeah, this is there. That wasn't dial up. Oh, it's the image you got from eBay. That's funny. This is a good thing. Yeah, happy Thanksgiving to everyone. I really appreciate that, Mike. Always appreciate you coming through, dude. Always appreciate your chats. Um, oh, let's see. What do we got? I got through some of the major stuff I wanted to talk about. Yo, Magnavox used to be like the thing back in the day. Yeah, they were like, if you didn't have a Magnavox, you were nobody. How about that? So the Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League right now is $3.50. I think it's worth it. Sony portable TV, or you were a poor. Dude, here's the funniest thing. Back in the day, the TV for our car was a tube TV, but it was a small like 10-inch tube that had the VCR or DVD in it, but it had the power jack could swap out to a cigarette lighter. So we used to put that thing in our Ford Excursion right in between the seats. It would like wedge perfectly in between the two front seats, plug it into the cigarette lighter in the back, and we would just bring a VHS with us. Dude, talk about fucking style, bro. Talk about style. Like it was like thinking back on it, it was the like weirdest flex. We think of it now. I really want to do a deep dive into why TVs are the only thing to be inflation proof. That was a good question, actually. I mean, yeah, for the most part, they've become really, really cheap. That's a good question. I bet I could probably find out. TVs are how the masses stay informed. So this says, I just typed in why are TVs inflation proof? Based on the provided search results, TVs have been experiencing significant deflation over the years rather than being inflation proof. Here are some key points that explain why. Decline in component costs. The cost of components such as semiconductors, which are a crucial part of modern TVs, has decreased over time. This reduction in components costs has contributed to lower TV prices. Increased competition. Okay, so more people are making the TVs, basically. So you get the increase in supply, which brings down the price generally. Yeah, that's a big part of it, Madhouse. Very, very big part of it. Guys, thanks so much for liking the stream. Appreciate it. The shift to smart TVs. The rise of smart TVs has led to a decrease in the cost of TVs as manufacturers focus on producing more affordable, feature-rich sets rather than the high-end premium models. I can see this too. There's also no too few government regulations. Yeah, I think a lot of it's just the cost of making these TVs, the components has gone down drastically. $65-inch TVs going for like 300 now. Yeah, dude, they used to be like $4,000. That's crazy. I paid like $400 for the same brand a few years back on Black Friday. Yeah, but some of these TVs, like remember like plasma TVs back in the day were insane. They were like $2,000. People are still fighting with Alyssa Mercante. Wow. Unreal. Unreal. Well, Alyssa Mercante, she was like the one of the Polygon. She was like the editor in chief at Polygon, I believe. And she was like getting into fights with everybody and calling them bigots and all that. And I'm not even gonna say it. I refuse to say that shit. This, what is going on? Hold on a minute. What am I seeing here?
At the end of it, they said, you have to be good and you have to be kind to everybody. Whoa. And she is a good witch.
Yeah, that's the message.
You know what I mean? It's that impact.
Yeah. That's beautiful. She is a good witch.
Like, if like kids can feel that, then
yeah.
What the hell? Is it like this whole press tour has been really weird. I know everyone's been talking about how weird this press tour has been. It's like seriously exceptionally strange in my opinion that like every one of these interviews has been like this. Like them like holding hands. Like there's one, she was like whoever the white chick's name, whoever that white chick is, like she was like holding her like singular finger. It was just really uncomfortable. Like I don't get me wrong, I'm glad this movie is doing well. Like I'm glad people like it. I'm glad it's good. The trailers did not make it look good, in my opinion. I don't really care for this story, so I'm not like jumping the chance to see it. And like I said before, I don't want to sit through 2 hours and 40 minutes of it. Like these two are very hard to look at, in my opinion. And I'm not saying that they're ugly. I'm just saying my eyes don't like seeing them. They look like they need to eat. It just kind of makes me uncomfortable. So for that reason, I have no, like it's bones, dude. It's bone. I'm like I see bones. When I look at them, I see bones. Not good. You shouldn't see bones on grown adults. So I mean, you know, no hate. It's just personal preference. I don't really. I won't. Let's put it this way. I won't pay money to go see this in a theater. There's no reason to, in my opinion. I'll wait for it to come out on streaming, and I'll see if I can square away 3 hours for this. And by the time it comes out on streaming, you're probably looking at the other 3 hour part of it, which is like, oh shit. I can tolerate them more than the entire Barbie press tour. Oh, Ariana, that's what Ariana Grande. Cynthia's hair. See, I think Cynthia is more emaciated than Ariana. They're both very far gone. She's the chick's escort for the Disability Day Center field trip. For real. Yeah, like this. Again, I understand I'm just a simpleton, but like this fashion sense, whatever this is, this hat, at least she's dressed somewhat normally. It looks like she was dressed up by her little girl, putting on clothes that were just a little bit too big, but this is absurd. This doesn't look good. And whoever told her it looked good, like, if I were her, I would have walked in that room and be like, girl, take that thing off, go put your wig on, and put some clothes on that fit. That's what I probably would have told her. Or she should have told her. I wouldn't have said shit. The coat makes her look heavier. Shag, she needs a burger and hair. Yeah. I used to work in care homes for mentally disabled adults. She 100% reminds me of some of them. Shag sounds like their dad. Probably old enough to be their dad. Oh. What am I looking at? I hate it here. Where is the... I'm just going to look up Wicked. Because one of the other clips was... I am old. See, in the movie, she looks like she actually has weight to her. What? I want to see if there's other interviews here that I could see. Oh, so the part 2 is next year? Same time? Oh my God. It's weird to me that, oh, here's the other one. Here's the other one that, like,
I'm a person, and I feel, and I have feelings, and I can share them.
And if you need to cry right now, you cry.
Yeah.
and if you need to cry right now, you cry. Hold back, girl.
And someone said to me once that the green was the thing that I would love the most about Alphabet, that I would want to stay green. But actually, being green, yes, I loved playing this character. But every time I took the makeup off, I loved who I was even more. So I've come away feeling really beautiful.
You f***ing are.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Wait, is the interviewer swearing like that? I can hear the person who's like listening to this, like being like, "What the fuck?"
Are.
Yeah.
Holy.
What? That is like hella unprofessional.
You f***ing are.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
I mean, God.
You
absolutely,
know?
Yeah. What you've brought to this film and to these characters, you've not just taken care of them, you have transformed them for good.
Thank you.
Really.
Thank you very
really
much.
Thank you.
This is also my first time ever doing a junkie.
You
You're
have been the
amazing.
light
You're
of the
amazing.
day. You are
truly-
Oh my God. No, she's not. I think it's someone in the background who's like commenting over this. I'm boy, oh boy. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. That's no. That is easily it's such a weird, like it's weird because this movie was it's a critical success. It's a critical success, and the people love it. So critics love it, people love it, and they're on a press tour, making it sound like they're trying to apologize for something. like they're acting like they're the cast of The Acolyte trying to battle the racisms and the bigotries. Like I don't understand this. It's just like, why aren't they like celebrating? Like, oh, this is so good. We had so much fun doing this. Like, it sounds like they're trying to be quiet because they don't want to wake up the dead or something. Like, y'all, celebrate your goddamn movie. Shags, they're in a club and you ain't in it. Victims before the crime. Yeah, it's just wild. It's wild because this I don't understand it. They can't even win. They can't even win with grace. Like, y'all killed it. You did better than anyone expected. No one thought this movie was going to be a success. It comes out, people are stoked. And it's better than everyone expected. Even some of the biggest critics of this came out and they're like, wow, I can't find anything really wrong with this other than maybe the runtime. And there's still another part. Massive win. And these chicks are crying at every single one of their interviews. Like, what? Come on now. Come on now. And I still won't see them. They act exactly as I would expect Gen Z to act. That's purposeful. It's another gaslighting tactic. Watch Gladiator 2 is going to be a dub too. Or what? Oh, a dub. Oh, dude, fuck. Wait a minute. I see what this is. I see what this is. You're not getting me on this one. Hey, Charlie, have a great night, man. Thanks for coming by. I appreciate you, dude. Yeah, man, it's going to be a good turkey day. It's going to be fun. I can't wait. Can't wait to eat up. My biggest flex right now is that I enjoyed Red One. No, you ignored my previous comment. I hope you gained 5 pounds. Whoa. Which one? I read every single one of your comments. That's you said that's purposeful. It's another gaslighting tactic. Oh, my bad. New gameplay trailer for Netmarble's Game of Thrones King's Road. Oh, it's an open... Based on Game of Thrones' 4th season. Hold on. Netmarble.
It almost feels peaceful from up here, doesn't it? Never thought I'd see those monsters with my own eyes. We could use your help.
What? The dead brought to life.
They're just stories.
Combat looks
Not anymore.
pretty similar to something like Shadow of Mordor.
John.
Giant! vows! Stand your ground!
Not even Kit Harington.
Watch that swing!
Castle Black is the only thing standing between the White Walkers and the Seven Kingdoms.
Sure
They
doesn't
have to
sound
be
like it.
stopped.
I'm nothing but a northern bastard from a powerless house. Nothing I can do against an army of the dead.
What 4090 is really good. You can get a 4070 for like $300 at Walmart right now. And I think maybe for another $200 you can get the 4090. Like, it's not bad at all. Yeah, I think 4090s are like 500. And that you'll be good for a while.
Don't underestimate northern bastards. Someone must gather the support of the great houses. Like it or not, winter is coming.
I don't understand like what I don't understand why we need this. It looks derivative. You're probably just better playing Skyrim again or Shadow of Mordor. Like that game doesn't look great. Which is unfortunate. Unfortunate. Oh my gosh. Someone donate me a 4090 just because I'm black. Bro, I can't even buy myself a 4090. Bro, if I could send you a 4090, I would, dude. Next year when we're famous, I'll do it. Okay? I got you. Next year when we're famous, when we're raking in that review dough, and I'm getting flown out to all the premieres, I got you. We should all tweet at Zach from Meta PCs to get King of 4090 just because he's black. Dude, totally. But listen, Scott, if you want to build a Meta PC, the link in the description, you can buy yourself a Meta PC with my link and my code and help out the community. Love you, boo. Yo, y'all like my shirt? I don't know if you've ever seen this. This is like my favorite shirt ever. My wife got it for me last year. Suburbs. I do like red flavor. No, dude, do you see this? Read it again. And look at it. And then read it back. Okay, good. Red 40 rum, that's what RFK Jr. is forced to drink in his nightmare. It is Fox. Yo, Fox Mulder's the shit. My boy. Boy. Oh, why'd you go there? Oh. No way. No way. Make it stop. Mr. Grant Gregory, am I still gay for you? Absolutely. I miss you, bud. I miss Mr. Grant Gregory. Put the kids to bed again. That tastes like something. Uh, uh, uh. So gross. Growing up watching X-Files, I had such a thing for Scully. Yeah, especially the later seasons. The early seasons, she wasn't as cute, but like seasons probably 3, 2, 3, 4, 3, 4, 5, like she was hitting her peak. For sure. When she got rid of that, like those like 90s bangs, she was, ooh, mama. She got richer later seasons and it showed, yeah. After a couple, she was able to get that extra makeup. Extra her did. Bro, you want to look at an Instagram page that shows off indie games and dumb fun games? I'll link it to you if you want. Oh yeah, always. Just to combat that Game of Thrones shit we just saw. Yeah, oh god, it was awful. Jack's serving up softballs sometimes. Hey man, I gotta keep y'all entertained. I gotta keep you, keep y'all on your toes. Money makes you hot. I heard about that. Yo, that's insane. As I was typing that, I walked off a cliff in my game. Oh. It's killing me. I got an itch. The dude called Mad Morph on Instagram. I've seen a bad game on there that he showcased. Let me see if I can find it. On Instagram? I'll follow to hear about good games. So I was right. It looks like it. So it looks like the Minecraft movie. Everyone's like, "Oh, why is Steve like this old Jack Black?" So it looks like in the new trailer, they show him as a kid. So a kid that probably found himself in this like digital world or whatever, or went into this mine and found him in this like creative world. And maybe he got stuck there. Maybe he stayed. So it was nice to see that Steve was actually a kid at one point, and that's not just like what he looks like. So, follow to hear about good games. I see this, but dude, just so you know, I'm about to lose myself in Path of Exile 2. I'm really excited for Path of Exile 2. It looks incredible. I'm not seeing any like new games on here. I'm down, bro. I'm down. What's this? I'm so stoked to watch and review these what is this? Lost Levels or whatever that Netflix show is going to be. I'm so stoked for that. Zombie's going to be so far behind because he only plays on the weekends now. And I'm kind of opposite of that. Matter of fact, where is Zombie? He should be around. There's no way he's working tomorrow. Well, I'll need 5090s to run that PoE on max. Oh, bro, I'm going to be running that shit right. I'll be running that stuff on low, just like I do now. Path of Exile, even in its current form, is very, very resource intensive. Like, that game will totally mess with my frame rate, even now. And that game's been out for like 10 years. So, I'm super stoked for Path of Exile 2. It's going to be fun. I've been playing this season as a necromancer, which has been a lot of fun. So I might try and do the very same thing, try and work on like necromancer builds for PoE 2. That's definitely what I'll probably be doing. Also, y'all, so currently the Discord command does not work. But if you would like to join our Discord, the link is in the description. If you like playing games and like to have fun playing games or just like to hang out with people, we're going to be playing Path of Exile 2 when it comes out, it looks like. And we play a whole bunch of other games too, like a whole wide variety. So please think about joining the Discord. Said the command doesn't work right now, but the link in the description does work. When is Apple going to get into gaming? Their chips are getting very good with multi-core. It's not so much Apple itself. Like, so one of the things I know is that the frameworks for Apple are a pain in the ass, and it's like developers just don't like using them. There's something about them that there's like extra steps in there that just complicate things. And I don't remember, I think it's to protect their own proprietary shit. So a bit more of the coding frameworks, yeah, being difficult with Mac, exactly. Yeah, if you guys want to join the Discord, like, play games all the time. We play a wide variety of games. PoE 2 is going to be a new one. We've been playing a lot of Black Ops 6. I'm going to play a little bit more tonight. Let me finish up here. Hey, Darmuth over on Rumble, $2 Rumble Amp says, "What's up, Shag? How are you doing? Hope you're doing well, good sir." I am doing very well. Thank you so much for the $2 Rumble rant. It's been a while since I got a Rumble rant, so I appreciate the support, brother. Very, very much appreciated. Steve Jobs didn't like gaming. He hated the idea of gaming on his devices, so it's been a slow crawl to get into it. Sounds about right. Yeah, iPhone should totally lock down. That's why Android's just far superior in so many ways, because they're there's so much development in there. Like they want people to like make custom shit. And another $3 Rumble rant from Darmuth says, "Here's another LOL. Thank you. Very, very much appreciated. Thank you so much." If you guys can, we're coming down to the last 6 minutes of the goal over on YouTube for super chats. If we don't hit it, that's fine. But it's just up there as a helpful way to keep me moving along. If you're enjoying everything, these will probably become way more relevant in the future as we begin talking about movies and games more, getting questions out there, suggestions for the future, and all that stuff. So, but yeah, guys, really, really appreciate all the fun chats and stuff tonight. We got 15 likes on the stream. I really appreciate that as well. So dope. Oh God. Yeah, the next big thing is saving up for. I'll probably save up for my own Meta PC in the future. Make Andreas great again. Yes. I gotta chat with Andreas again. I had such a fun time talking with him. Hey, Devastator, have a good night, brother. Appreciate you coming through. Very awesome. Is that where he is right now, Scott? What the hell? Oh, 16? Like, oh, I love it, guys. Thank you so much. Like he left, like he's gone. When's he coming back? He's not gone forever, right? Oh, this is, hold on. We gotta look at this because we just have to. Someone was telling me about this.
I just have to remind you, don't you ever let anybody take your power from you. You have the same power that you did before November 5th. And you have the same purpose that you did. And you have the same ability to engage and inspire. So don't ever let anybody or any circumstance take your power from you. I just have to remind you.
What? I don't know. Can someone help me? What is she talking about? I don't understand this woman. Nothing, which is what she won. She'll put a bottle of Jack in her hands in an edit. That's awesome. Like,
Don't you ever let anybody take your power from you.
no one took power.
You have the same power that you did before November 5th.
Yeah, lots of power. People have an insane amount of power in this country. Like we have incredible control over our destinies. It's not even funny.
And you have the same purpose that you did. And you have the same ability to engage and inspire. So don't ever let anybody or any circumstance take your power from you.
Just let the Democratic Party turn you into a victim, because let me tell you something. Here, come here. Come here. Let me tell you. Don't let dreams be dreams. You can be the person, and when it's at the place and there's power, don't let the lightning strike the chicken, because then you'll have chicken nuggets, and chicken nuggets, they're only good when you deep fry them, and there's only so much beauty in frying the right thing, and only when it's criminals that I keep in the justice system. That's the best power, is the power we use to power. Thank you. That's my speech. I think I just peed at don't let the lightning strike chicken. I don't know, man. That's the best I could do, given the circumstances. We're unburdened by the chicken. Riding the privilege of the white man, of which I have married into because of the power derived from his loins. Through his ancestry, shackled the very power that exists in it. Don't let it be taken, just like I caged it. In the band of bonding. we're unburdened by what could have been with that train wreck. Yeah. Still got like 2 months left before this bitch. Yeah, that's the thing. Like, there's plenty. Like, you know, when it comes to stuff like this, like, there's plenty of time for. Well, a lot of the same stuff is happening. Where like people are like, oh, you gotta. Biden or Harris, they gotta keep doing this stuff. You have plenty of time to codify this into law. Bro, I'm not gonna do shit. I don't give a fuck. They just gave Russia a green light, or they just gave the Ukraine green light to drop bombs in Russia. Like, if that isn't the biggest sign that shit's so fucked right now, that's like the biggest red flag of everything, and nobody's saying anything about it. Like, it's so quiet on that. I'm here to tell you of the good things you can do from the voodoo you do on the good things that exist. Right there, man. Oh, it's so wild, man. We live in such a funky timeline. We don't deserve it. We don't deserve this timeline at all. God help us. Seven deadly sins reside in the capital. You ain't lying. Listen, y'all, there's a couple good clips in there. If someone is as good, if someone's good at what they do, there's some good clips in there. They even do gay porn and kind of what? Funky, more like dropping the soap time and the soap slip. Oh man. I must have missed out. Wait, was that the Oh wait, no, is that the guy that with yeah, no, I remember it. Wait, I think I remember now. Yeah, yeah, weren't yeah, they're doing some gay shit in there, right? Right? Or am I crazy? No. So wild, dude. Like we seriously live in some weird branching reality. Time for a hot take. Avowed looks great gameplay wise, and the art style is nice. I don't disagree. I don't think it's a hot take. I think it's a hot take in this sphere because everything that has bright colors is woke. I don't think we ever found out who the top was in the reveal. Yeah, I from what I saw, Avowed looked good. I'm interested in it. And there's that other game too that I had replied to on a tweet It was like basically this Southern girl, takes place in the South, and she like is like discovering her powers, and it seemed like sort of this Metroidvania, like unlocking your abilities to find out what was happening. It looked good. I don't even remember the name of it, but it looked cool. I'm at the point where I don't care about, the only thing I care about is if a game is good. If the game plays well and has a good story, and a decent art style, I'm there. That looks good. I'll get down. And like I think this will sound weird, but like one of the reasons I haven't bought a lot of Ribiverse stuff recently is because I don't love the art style. It sounds petty, but like, yeah, I'm not into the art style. And that has nothing to do with any of the CG bullshit or whatever. But like some games, some books, some comic books, I just won't buy because I don't like how the art looks. You know, that's just all it is. It may have the best story ever written, but if the art isn't drawing my attention, then I don't care. And I know that might sound petty, but being honest, like if it were a different artist, I would probably, if a different art style, I would probably get it. Like I will almost always buy better art over better story. Oh. Code Red. Don't let the chicken strike let the lightning strike the chicken. SHAGCast 2024. The quote we didn't know we needed. We didn't know. Nick Yours Gaming, Dr. Diddy. Apparently, I don't know. Allegedly, that's Nick Yours. Allegedly, that's his. That's what happened. I don't know. What's up, younglings? Gonna adopt a chicken and dye its feathers pink. Give it a mohawk. Woke chicken. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. The Dr. Disrespect stuff, the personal stuff, all those allegations, I don't really know. I don't know. I mean, he said that he had, inappropriate discussions. I don't know, man. The issue is you're going, like, everyone's going off of, like, so he said he admitted that he had an like inappropriate discussion, right? But everyone's acting like he went in, like, actually like on a 12-year-old. So I don't know. I don't know what happened. It doesn't mean, like, it doesn't look good either way. So he's a certified lover boy. He's certified. I don't see the thing. The thing is what I want to try and do, and I discussed this with someone in my own Discord, that I think taking away the actual meaning of the word, like there's some like real PDF files out there. I don't believe that he is one. But that's not a endorsement of what he did, like, does that make sense? I think the biggest problem is that everyone wants to be right about what happened and like assume the absolute worst because it'll like make them money or make them seem like smart. Like, oh, like I know what he did and this is what he said and this is the end of it. It's like, well, like we're never gonna know. We're never gonna know any of the details of that. Or if we do, it'll be very far in the future when like all statute of limitations have passed and all that stuff. Well, he admitted to an inappropriate text or communication, right? Like with someone who's underage, but we also don't know. We don't know to what degree. We don't know if that was like if the minor was 17 or if the minor was 11 or anywhere in between. So if the like, and it doesn't, again, this is an endorsement. This is not an endorsement of what he did. Hope you're smarter than that. It's a walkthrough, a rational walkthrough of what was said versus what is being like communicated. So should he have done it? No, that's inappropriate. And he's married and has a kid, right? But this is where I think it to some degree, like the degree matters in it. But we're also, again, we're not going to know the details of it because everyone's been paid, everyone has agreed to keep their mouths shut, and they can't. Otherwise, it's going to be even worse if they do come out and say something. So, again, you could totally disagree with what I'm saying, and you can think I'm a horrible person for trying to even like quote unquote rationalize it. But we don't even know if it was sexually. Yeah, I'm not saying you have to agree with it. I'm not, I did say it's wrong. But I do think that there is a difference between. I think there's a difference between, like, if the person's like 17 and a half. Yeah, like we did like little to no details on it. Like we're all making very broad assumptions. And again, I'm not saying that it was good. Or any of that. I'm not advocating that people do it, but there is a difference, at least in my opinion, because this is my show, it's no one else's. In my opinion, there's a big difference in those things, and especially the content of what is being said. Like I believe it was, I don't think it was said that it was sexual, it was inappropriate. Again, I'm not trying to, it is what it is. And here's the thing. Everyone deserves the fair trial. Everyone deserves to be heard. And if he's not guilty of anything, if this was not brought to court, if he was not found guilty by a jury of his peers, it's always innocent until proven guilty. He admitted that he had an inappropriate conversation, and I guess that's where I'll leave it. And I can totally be disappointed with something like that. And of course, I certainly, again, not advocating that people do that. The married man has kids, should not be having the conversation. The degree in which we are convicting him in the court of public opinion is what I'll avoid because, if things were false or truth was being stretched because of a lack of information, whatever, for myself, I'd be pretty pissed. Right, and that's all I mean, Nick, is that like, oh, I see what your name is now. Wow. That's all I mean is. I can't believe I fell for that. What's up, DeBeast? Good to see you, brother. It's unacceptable. You should have been here 2 hours ago when we started. You should have been the first one waiting for me to start. Right. And you'll never see the DMs. You'll never see the DMs. You'll never even hear what it actually was from his mouth. Everybody is legally obligated to keep their traps shut because everyone's been paid. Everyone's happy with the outcome. And if something really, really was amiss, you wouldn't have, you really wouldn't have had the silence. There would have been real legal ramifications, and at least in my opinion. When he starts streaming on Rumble, I'm gonna troll him and say, you know what else is on just a number, and put out his IP from the docs I found. Unfortunately, oh boy. Till then, I can go off the message a minor, and that's not good. The cops court said nothing was legally wrong, so we can already throw out the worst case scenarios. Right. Again, God is judging your soul. Absolutely. Absolutely. Every single day for me. Oh, that's what Scott said. Scott said, God is judging your soul. No, I'm not talking to you, Code. Yeah, no one likes pedophiles. No one likes pedophiles. The big issue, and this I know this because my mom's was a cop for over 20 years. Registered sex offenders are categorized in many different ways. And they're under the law, they are absolutely, like, sometimes people are under the sex offender registry because they had like a nudie mag out in front of a kid. So it's considered like endangering a minor. Chee-hoo! Aloha aku no brada. Many blessings on you and yours. Thank you, man. Really appreciate it. I almost went to see Moana 2 tonight, but instead we saw Red 1. The theaters were packed for Moana 2. So we'll probably see that on another day. We saw Red 1. It was fun. Thanks, man. Happy Thanksgiving, dude. Or peeing in a park where children are present. Yeah. Or yeah, even if you pee like on school property, like that's you can be a registered sex offender for doing that, and people will they'll just hear that and they won't care about the varying degrees when that's obviously very different from like actually exposing yourself to someone, you know. If Moana 2 better not suck, I will be pissed. It's one of those things. It just might be. You gotta prepare yourself. But who knows? Emperor Constantine from Rome brought on Christianity in modern day Turkey. Mind blowing shit. Dr. Pride Respecter. Dr. P. Diddy. You already said that one. Dr. Predator. Ooh. I love the schizos we get in chat sometimes, yeah. Moana dethroned Aladdin as my favorite Disney movie, and that held the title for a long time. Ooh, bro, I love Moana. I have some great like memories with Moana, my kids, but dude, Aladdin is just it's just an all around really, really great. No, Sig Sauer, Scott. I mean, those are from, yeah, Sig Sauer would be my vote. They're both really good. They're both really good, but hey, the Beast 808 with that one gifted membership going right over to King Deplorables, who should have one anyway since he's a mod. Get better material. Lee Shags is better. I'm not even a comedian. That's true, Code. That is true. What? Uh-oh. Hope I didn't lose. Are we still here? Still here, right? Hello? What do you think of the Rumble having gifted subs this year? I think it's totally smart. I think it's one of those things that you just need. I think when you run like a sort of membership based thing, like having it available to your audience is really important just for monetization's sake. Rumble does a good job at like allowing people to monetize like right off the bat. That would be totally cool. Any type of like viewer interaction for streams is really important. Like Rumble rants are really important to have, and then of course the Rumble rants are important to have. Gifted memberships I think are really important as well. It's just another way for people to interact on stream. What I think Rumble Gaming also needs to do is they need to find some way to introduce a similar currency to bits that Twitch uses. I think it would be extremely smart to have that sort of thing that that also gives people a way to use their API to create apps in order to like do things like custom stingers, custom filters for OBS. Like you need a team of people who are developing apps for the Rumble API in order to create more interaction the way that Twitch allows. Twitch does a lot of things right in that way, and you can't like deny that that Twitch's interactivity is like the top of the game. If YouTube did bits, it's over for Twitch, especially if they revamp their categories. Yeah, there's a lot that people can learn from Twitch. Twitch does things really well. A lot of times they've dropped the ball in many ways, but their user interactivity, which is what a lot of people go places for, is what you want. I like your content. Maybe drink some coffee to bring up the energy level. Thank you for the content. Coffee? What? I ran out of coffee. YouTube chat needs an entire overhaul. It would be great for them to include Twitch-like functionality. Yeah. And again, Rumble can up the game here, and they can find, like, Rumble Gaming specifically needs that. They need an API that people in a developer team that can develop apps that link into OBS and that can link to chats. It's a must. Yeah, Ark, I'm speaking from the point of like, just as the commentary with Dr. Disrespect, like if he can, if for some reason he ever sees what I'm saying, that to me is like a big focus. You got to fix the back end of Rumble first of all, like a huge overhaul on the back end of Rumble, and you need to fix your categories in Rumble, and you need to allow users, the audience, to interact like a lot. There's one already. It's called Rumbot. Yeah, but yes, that's fine. Rumbot's cool. You need more. You need ways, like I said, just like Twitch, for the audience to interact. Now, whether that's like channel points, bits, whatever, you need certain ways for me to connect with my audience a little bit more. That's all. What about the back end? What about the back end do you have issues with? Well, the interface is gotten better. First of all, I want to know more about the analytics. I'm not convinced on the analytics. Two, there just needs to be a more useful static stream key. It's there, but it's not totally there. And then once we can clear that part of it, the categories are just awful. If I select gaming as my primary category, the secondary should switch all the way to games only, and there should be some overall database that connects to that. Like Twitch doesn't need to update a game. Like I think right now, if I go in there, there's like one of the games I play isn't even in the category. It isn't even in the categories. Like that is unacceptable. Yeah, I know. Nick, why don't you chill? Why don't you chill? You don't need to spam. I mean, I'm the king, but YouTube is different. Gay type of king. I think after this winter, Rumble will boom. It will take off with a bunch of new what does that say? Filters and features? I don't know what you mean, Madhouse. Being here for a bunch of energy. I like watching the chill version of me. I want hype and obnoxious. I will look in the mirror. Oh, we need one more for 20 likes on the stream. Let's get one more. Get one more. One more like. We can do it. I know people don't particularly care for Rumble. I don't want to see companies fail. They're trying. They really are. By growth, mutual funds long term, making money is easy if you have a little what? Huh? Once a month I do a thing called Rumble Squared. Would you be interested in coming on the one on December 28th? Ooh. Maybe. Yeah, put me down. You got to remind me though. If something changes and I can't, I'll let you know, but that sounds fine. To make money, you need to spend money. Yeah. Spend money to make money. Absolutely. You're drinking and your hobby is investing? Nice. Throw $5 on black for me. Oh, investing, not gambling. My bad. Cool. I think we should play some video games. I think we should play some vidges for a little bit. We had a hell of a stream here on YouTube tonight. I had fun. If you want to keep watching, I'm going to be on Rumble and I'm going to be on Twitch. So if you don't, we're going to split off. I love everyone coming to YouTube tonight, but I highly recommend if you want to be on Rumble, then you go to Rumble. If you want to be here still on Twitch, you totally can. Let me find the links for you guys, and I can. Where's my Rumble link? I'll throw that in the chat for you so you guys can have it. So if you'd like to follow on Rumble, you can come over here. My link for Twitch is up top. You can go to Twitch if you want. Either one's fine. Make sure you follow on either channel if you're not followed. We're gonna play some games here for a little bit. Thank you, Scott, for hanging out. I'm probably gonna try and get some what's it called? Some prop hunt. You guys want to play some prop hunt? Or maybe if it's not there, if I was tricked, it's not there, we'll just do multiplayer. Happy Thanksgiving though to everyone who's not gonna follow. I really appreciate you hanging out tonight. It was great stream. Next week, plot points and power-ups, we're talking Christmas movies. We're coming up on the 12 days of Christmas, and we are going to talk some awesome Christmas movies. I have a couple of videos coming out next week regarding Alien Romulus, Red One, reviews, baby. Coming up with some good stuff. I hope you guys enjoyed the show tonight. It's been a lot of fun. Y'all be good. See you guys next time. Doodle. Stick around on Twitch, though. Don't go away anywhere on Twitch.
I like to put stuff online.